Against all odds, Ripple, the company behind XRP, won a historic battle against the SEC for years. Many called it dead, but in July 2023, something incredible happened. XRP came back. Back in December 2020, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, dropped a bombshell on the crypto world. They filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, the creators of XRP. The core of their argument, that XRP wasn't a currency or a commodity, but an unregistered security. This single claim set off a chain reaction that shook the entire industry. The crypto market, always sensitive to regulatory news, reacted instantly and brutally. Panic spread like wildfire. Major exchanges like Coinbase and Binance US, fearing regulatory blowback, rushed to delist XRP from their platforms. This cut off a huge portion of liquidity and access for retail investors. The result was catastrophic. Investors, seeing their access to trading disappear and fearing the worst, dumped their holdings. The price of XRP crashed by over 60% in a matter of days, wiping out billions of dollars in market value. The sentiment turned overwhelmingly negative. Social media was flooded with declarations that XRP is dead. For countless investors and observers, this lawsuit seemed like the final nail in the coffin for a project that had once promised to revolutionize global payments. For many, that was the end of the story. But for the team at Ripple, it was only the beginning of a long, arduous fight. While the market wrote them off, Ripple's leadership dug in their heels. They believed the SEC was fundamentally wrong, not just about XRP, but about the nature of crypto assets in general. This wasn't just a legal battle, it was an existential one. The bear market that followed was a brutal test for the entire industry. Projects built on hype and shaky foundations vanished, unable to survive the prolonged downturn and loss of investor interest. But Ripple was different. They didn't retreat or disappear. They chose to fight. CEO Brad Garlinghouse became the public face of this defiance. Alongside co-founder Chris Larsen and a formidable legal team, he went on the offensive. They spent years and over $100 million building their defense in court. Their argument was clear and consistent. XRP is not a security, it is a digital asset, a tool designed specifically for cross-border payments. Its purpose is to be a bridge currency, enabling transactions that are faster, cheaper, and more scalable than the traditional banking systems like SWIFT. They presented evidence of XRP's utility, its decentralized nature, and the fact that purchasers of XRP did not enter into an investment contract with Ripple in the way one would when buying a stock. They were fighting not just for their own survival, but for the future of the entire crypto industry in the United States, which was watching with bated breath. Then came July 13, 2023, a date now etched into crypto history. After nearly 3 long years of legal battles, court filings, and endless speculation, Judge Annalisa Torres delivered her summary judgment. The ruling was a landmark moment. She declared that while some institutional sales of XRP might have constituted securities offerings, the programmatic sales of XRP on public exchanges, the way most retail investors buy IT, NOT, constitute securities transactions. The crypto world erupted. The news spread instantly, and the market's reaction was explosive. The price of XRP skyrocketed, surging over 70% in just 24 hours. Trading volume exploded across every major platform that had relisted or was preparing to relist the token. It was a stunning reversal of fortune. The very exchanges that had rushed to delist XRP were now scrambling to bring it back online to capture the massive surge in demand. This wasn't just a win for Ripple and its investors. It was a monumental statement for the entire crypto industry. It provided a legal precedent, a crack in the SEC's armor, and a powerful signal that the fight for regulatory clarity was far from over. The impact of Judge Torres's decision, now famously known as the Ripple effect, extended far beyond just XRP. It fundamentally changed the narrative around crypto regulation in the United States. If XRP sold on exchanges wasn't a security, then what about other tokens the SEC had targeted? The ruling gave a glimmer of hope to numerous other projects that the SEC had also labeled as unregistered securities in various lawsuits, including popular tokens like Cardano, Solana, and Polygon. The legal distinction made by the judge between institutional sales and secondary market sales created a new framework for analyzing digital assets. It suggested that not every token automatically falls under the SEC's jurisdiction just because it was issued by a company. This forced regulators to pause and rethink their blanket approach to enforcement. For investors, it was a wake-up call. The partial victory demonstrated that regulatory challenges could be overcome and that the industry was capable of defending itself. It brought a new wave of confidence and capital back into the market, shifting the focus from fear to a more nuanced discussion about the future of digital asset regulation. The bear market, in its own unforgiving way, serves a vital purpose. It strips away the hype, the noise, and the get-rich-quick mania. It exposes everything. Projects that are nothing more than a flashy website and a vague promise fade into obscurity. But the real projects, those with genuine utility, strong communities, and a resilient team, survive. They don't just survive. they often emerge stronger, tempered by the challenges they've faced. The story of Ripple and XRP is a masterclass in this principle. They faced the ultimate storm, a multi-year lawsuit from one of the most powerful financial regulators in the world, combined with a brutal market crash, yet they endured. They proved that groundbreaking technology combined with unwavering persistence can outlast even the toughest regulatory and market pressures. Their comeback is a powerful lesson for everyone in the crypto space. In the end, it's the builders, the innovators, and the believers who win. This is DCA Crypto, where we explore the stories, lessons, and mindset behind every major crypto comeback. If you believe in building, not just betting, then make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more, because the next great comeback might already be happening. Thanks for watching.